Hello everyone and welcome to Omnia Faeces. My name is Daniel and this is EA Sports Formula 1 Challenge 99-02. And this game, let me explain something about this game. This game was released in 2003 and it contains 4 complete yet distinctive Formula 1 seasons, which means that all the cars, all the driver lineups, the look of the cars, and the calendars, the race calendars, and all that, they are all different for all the seasons. Since, like I said, you got four different seasons, which means that this game is quite suitable for playing a career mode. If you play one of the modern Formula 1 games, you got a career mode, but it's the same season over and over again. Even if you play for 5 years or 10 years, I don't know how long those career modes go, but it's the same season. The driver lineups never changes, the calendar never changes, the cars never change, the circuits never change. But in this game, they do. I don't think the game actually carries you over from one season to the next. I think you have to manually go in and start a new season. But you can choose one of the 4 seasons and they will all be somewhat different. You got new drivers and new teams and new circuits and stuff like that. So what I've done here is that I have created a Formula 1 driver. His name is Thomas Pfeifenberger and he's from Austria. And this is him here. This is actually Ricardo Zonta, which I've replaced in the British American racing team. And the reason I've done this is because I thought that this Let's Play is going to be a career mode. We're going to follow Thomas Pfeifenberger's Formula 1 career starting in 99 and hopefully go through all the way to 2002 to see if we can make him a world champion at least once. That would be nice. So what I've done here is that I have sort of role-played this a little bit, and he's got a Formula 1 contract with British American Racing, and the reason for that is British American Racing was a new team in 99. They bought the Tyrrell team in, I think, late 97, and but they didn't become British American Racing until 99. So they were a new team, and they had I was going to say a shitload of money, but yeah, that's basically it. They had a lot of money, one of the biggest budgets of all the teams in Formula 1. They had Jacques Villeneuve as their star driver, the world champion from 97, and they came in to the 1999 season and said, we're going to win a race in our first year, our maiden season. But of course they didn't. They turned out to be the least successful team of the year. They were the only team that did not score a point. So if you think that I should start at the bottom and work my way up during these 4 seasons, that's exactly what I've done. Some of you who knows Formula 1 might think that, well, why didn't you pick Minardi or Arrows? Well, that's just because of the fact that I've just given you. Minardi and Arrows scored a point in 99 and British American Racing didn't. Speed-wise, they were somewhere midfield. So they were actually faster than Minardi and Arrows, but when it came down to reliability, they just didn't know what they were doing. They had all this money and just couldn't transform that into know-how. And Jacques Villeneuve in real life actually failed to finish the first 11 races of the season, which is not good at all. So that's why I've decided that we should start our career in British American Racing and work our way up, and hopefully eventually we might be able to drive for Ferrari, which depends on how well we do each season. So that's enough talk about that. I think we should go straight ahead to continue the championship. So the first race, let's go click resume, is Australia. It's the Albert Park circuit, and you go around this way. Now the corner that I'm going to have most problem with is this one over here, and occasionally the Ascari corner over here. I think those are the key corners for me.
Mika Hakkinen starts the season determined to end it a 2-time world champion. Teammate David Coulthard and Ferrari's Michael Schumacher are tipped to be his main rivals. But with Formula 1 being so unpredictable, we could see some real surprises yet. Pedro de la Rosa, Ricardo Zonta and Marc Genet are all starting their Formula One careers here in Australia. The new kids on the block will be keen to impress both experienced drivers and Formula One fans the world over.
Just disregard all mentions to Ricardo Zonta. Like I said, we've replaced him with our own driver, Thomas Pfeifenberger. So Zonta won't be in this game, at least not in this season. So these are all the drivers. Here are all the teams.
That covers the drivers. Let's take a quick look at the constructors next. McLaren are looking forward to another year at the very top of Formula One. Team boss Ron Dennis has world champion Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard at the wheel of the all-new MP4-14. Ferrari are likely to be McLaren's main rivals. Team boss Jean Todt has already stated in public that they are only interested in winning and that anything else is unacceptable. Elsewhere, British American Racing are looking forward to their first ever start in Formula One. World champion Jacques Villeneuve and rookie Ricardo Zonta will be hoping that the BAR 001 is every bit as good as team boss Craig Pollock reckons it is.
Yeah, but it wasn't, like I just mentioned, it really wasn't.
Located in downtown Melbourne, the spectacular Albert Park circuit combines several short straights with fast, sweeping turns. Unlike most street circuits, there is not a single 90-degree turn or hairpin in sight. I hate to quote the marketing pundits, but this venue really is a great place for the race.
A great place for the race. Yeah, this is a track that I am quite familiar with. And having said that, it worries me a little bit that I wasn't able to qualify any better than I did. Because as we join Thomas Pfeifenberger in the pits, you can see that it says warm-up right here. This is the warm-up towards the race, and it is actually raining. That's not good. And you can see here, it says 16. We qualified in 16th place, and Jacques Villeneuve, our teammate, is in 9th, which is, well, it's good for him. It's not good for us, because our main goal of this season is not to become world champion. We hope to do that within the 4 seasons that this game offers you, but the goal for us, or for Pfeifenberger this season, is to beat Jacques Villeneuve, or at least be on the same level as him, and then of course beat the teams around us. And by that I mean, Minardi and Arrows. We should beat them at least. So that's what we're hoping for. And if we can do anything more than that, then that would be just a bonus. So let's skip this session and go straight for the race. I hope it's not raining during the race. We have to wait and see. No, it's dry, but it says wet down here, and that is not good. That means we have to equip our wet tires, and we don't need fuel for 16 laps. This will be a 5-lap race. The races this season are they are 10% of their actual length, so there won't be any pit stops either. So let's put that to 0, which means that if we damage our car and have to go to the pits, that's basically our race over, because no other car will go to the pit unless they absolutely have to, because the race is so short. But we got our wet tires, and then we have to let's see here, vehicle setups. Yeah, we got this one saved. Let's load that one up and see. Yeah, that's the one. So let's see if we can do what I'm hoping for here. I mean, 16th on the grid is not very good. What I'm hoping for is to gain maybe 4 or 5 positions during the first few corners, and then just hang on to those for the full length of the race. I'm not really hoping for or going for just to madly chase after the guys in front. I think I'm gonna go about this a bit cautiously and just try to finish the race as high up as possible, and just basically finish the race without any major incidents. So let's walk through the grid.
Hello there. Welcome to Australia for the opening round of the 1999 FIA Formula One World Championship. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful.
Except for the fact that the track is wet.
Michael Schumacher first. Mika Häkkinen second. David Coulthard third. Barrichello fourth. Schumacher fifth. Heinz-Harald Frentzen sixth. Trulli seventh. Irvine eighth.
It's a bit surprising that Irvine wasn't better than
Villeneuve
8th.
was consistently faster than his teammate. He starts 9th. Wirtz 10th. Olivier Panis 11th. Takagi 12th.
That's a bit of a shock.
Damon Hill 13th. Fisichella 14th. De La Rosa 15th.
That's a shock as well.
The BAR driver 16th.
That's us.
Herbert 17th. Zanardi 18th. Alesi 19th. Diniz 20th. Badoa 21st. Genet 22nd.
So both Minardis and both Saubers are behind us, but both of the arrows qualified better than us. That was not good. And I'm also very, very worried that the track is wet. So let's see what we can do here in the start of the race. Not a very good start, but we got the inside lane. At least I think so. So I'm hoping that we could gain a whole bunch of positions as we approach the first corner. And I think we did. That's Irvine. But we're up to 10th. There we go. So that's not super bad. Let's see if we can take Irvine on the inside. No, I was too cautious. There we go. No, missed that a little bit. So now that the track is wet, I really don't know if I could go with my usual braking zones. I'm not used to driving in the rain, so I don't know how the car will respond. And I also don't know if my original setup will actually work very well. But like I said, we're up to 10th. There's Herbert behind us.
Stewart, already in the pits.
So,
Jordan, already in the pits.
well, they're in the pits.
Arrows, already in the pits.
Well, why are people going into the pits?
Already in the pits.
Everyone's going into the pit. I wonder why.
Already in the pits.
I wonder if that's got something to do with the tire choices. Maybe they started on different tires than what I did. Because the track still looks wet. Still got a lot of spray behind the car. This is a tough last corner. Yeah, like I said, I got about 4.5 seconds up to Heinz-Harald Frentzen, and I'm not going to matter chase after him. I'm just going to make sure that the guys behind me won't pass me. But I think I'm going to make a few mistakes during this race. I just know it.
You're running 8th.
Running 8th. Yeah, I think we passed a couple of guys in the pits, so that's good. And there goes Herbert, just because I made a mistake coming out of that corner. And here's the one that I don't like. It's such a slow corner. It's really hard to hit the apex on that one. Now I'm struggling with this one as well, so now I'm still down to 10th. Not good, not good, not good. Not good. I have to finish in the top 6 in order to score points, because in 1999 those were the rules for scoring points. Basically, you have to finish in the top 6, 10 points for the winner, and then it was 6 points, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But scoring points this season in the BAR, I think it's going to be very, very difficult. So I'm not expecting that. Oh, I should have been penalised for that, I think. I think the game was a bit lenient on me. So that's Olivier Panis and the Prost behind me. So that's a bit of a problem that I've got. I don't think I got enough speed in this car to be this high up position-wise. Because as soon as car passes me, they just pull ahead. And I got a whole bunch of cars just lining up behind me. So this is going to be a very, very difficult race. I don't know where Villeneuve is, and that was a bad corner. There's Panis. I think it was a Jordan behind him.
fifth, about 5 seconds ahead. You're running
Oh,
sixth.
that was bad. Come on, let's go. This is lap 3 out of 5, so we're almost halfway through, and this is not good. I knew that was going to be a bad corner. I hate that corner. Lost 3 places there, down to 13th, no, 9th. That means that other people must have pitted as well. I missed that. We would have been 6th if we wouldn't have mocked that corner up. That would have meant that we would have been beaten in the points. All the team seems to be pitting. Damn it.
Stewart, already in the pits.
Let's look at Badeau in the Minardi.
Benetton, already in the pits.
We can't let him beat us.
Already in the pits. Jordan, already in the pits.
Yeah, everybody seems to be pitting.
Minardi, already in the pits.
Let's see if Badeau enters the pits. He said Minardi already in the pits, so let's see if he does or if he already have.
There's a spin in sector 3. Watch for the yellow flags.
This is not going well. I'm just dropping down the field now, messing the corners up. Which is a shame though, because with all the other cars,
Spin in sector 3. Watch for
That's,
the yellow
there was a
flags.
McLaren. With all the other cars going into the pits, you know, I thought that was help us, but
With its suspension.
apparently
There's
not.
a spin in sector 3. Watch for the yellow flags.
Now we're in 11th. We're into 7th.
Hakkinen is running 6th.
That must be
It's
because
right in front of you.
a lot of people have
You're
gone
running
into the pits.
7th.
Now we're 6th
Is out.
because we
Suspension has
passed,
collapsed.
managed to get past Mika Hakkinen. So now we're in the points. We got 1 point to our name at this moment. But there are still 2 laps to go. This lap and then 1 more. So we gotta keep it together.
Already in the pits.
We gotta keep this together. Come on, we can do this. I'm gonna be very, very cautious now.
Ferrari.
Because
already in the pits.
we really want this single point. It will be a real help in the championship. I'm really on the defensive now.
Already in the pits.
Mika Hakkinen is still behind us. I mean, one mistake here, and I'm
There's a spin in sector
gonna
3.
drop
Watch
two.
for the
There
yellow
he goes.
flags.
I'm gonna drop, you know,
David
just a
Coulthard is in
whole
the
couple
pits
of
now.
places. It's Villeneuve behind us, our teammate. Let's beat him at least.
There's a spin in sector 3. Watch for the yellow flags. Prost. Already
All
in the
right,
pits.
7th. I think that's good. It's a shame about the point, though. I don't think we will be able to catch Hakkinen. And there comes Villeneuve, and it looks like it was a Stewart behind him. Most likely it's Herbert. Could be Barrichello though, don't know. Alright, last lap, let's do this!
Irvine is running 5th. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running 6th.
Oh,
You're on the final lap. Don't stop now.
I'm really on the defensive. Really on the defensive. Oh my god, my heart is pounding. 6th place, thanks to all the pit stops. So let's see if we could keep our nerve and beat Villeneuve for that point. I know he likes to have it. He would really love to have it. Right, that's half a lap. I think it started raining again. But we're on the wet tires, so that shouldn't be a problem. Look at that spray that's behind the car. Alright, let's see. There we go. Around that bend. And here comes the Ascari corner, which I really hate, and they're really close behind me, so one mistake and I'm 2 positions down. No, we got it. 5 seconds up to Eddie Irvine, so we won't catch him.
Coulthard has won the race.
Alright, so that's race over. Coulthard has won.
Schumacher has finished in second position.
Whoa!
Schumacher has finished
I've never seen that before. Lightning!
Mika Hakkinen has finished in fourth position. Irvine has finished fifth.
Alright, so 6th place. A point for us.
Well done.
That's
You finished
fantastic.
sixth.
I have never thought that to be a realistic goal, but 1 point. That's just superb. Absolutely superb. I wonder where we could have finished if I hadn't mocked a few corners up there, lost a few positions. But still, this was beyond my expectations, to be honest. 10th place would have been good. I would have been satisfied with
That's
that.
the end of a fantastic Australian Grand Prix. Here are the final results. David Coulthard first. Schumacher second. Schumacher third. Hakkinen fourth. Irvine fifth. The BAR driver sixth.
So that's the top 6. Jacques Villeneuve wasn't that far behind, and then it was Barrichello, and then was Herbert, both the stewards. So that's really, really good. We got 1 point, and let's look at the back of the results. Gearbox problem for Takagi. Frenzen was out due to suspension, and then just a DNF on Chorley. Wonder why. But yeah, what a great race.
With the
What a
results
great race.
confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship. David Coulthard moves up into first position to lead the Drivers' Championship.
So here you see the allocation of points. 10 points for the winner and 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. So thanks to that 6th place, we received 1 point, and that means that BAR also get 1 point in the Constructors' Championship.
McLaren step up into first position to lead the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari are second, whilst third place is held by Williams.
So I think this went pretty well. The next race will be in Brazil, in Interlagos. That will be a future episode, and hopefully you'll join me then, as we will continue to follow Thomas Pfeifenberger's maiden Formula 1 season. But yeah, great start, 1 point. Yeah, so I see you then. Bye.